People will join. Hello. I didn't even do the fucking countdown. And now we are demonetized. We're supposed to be joined by Josie and Nate. But they're late. So we went ahead and started the show. I am RGT85 in case you are unaware. Oh, there's a little Josie. Look at her. Right? And a little snuggie. All
Josie, we're live.
To go.
Actually live?
Yeah.
We are live right now.
We'll keep the racist comments because we start at 9:30.
I agree. I was just fixing my light.
You're
a whole problem.
I think you're on a webcam audio microphone. Oh, look, we got Nate here too.
Well, the whole family is here. Yay.
Family is here, and I didn't want to host, but here we are. I am indeed hosting. As always, joined by Celia B. How are we doing, Celia?
Doing pretty good. I'm a bit tired today. Started work early, went into the office, so it was a schlep to drive back here. But I'm here. Yay. It'll be fun.
She is here. Josie, how's our mic sounding?
Good.
Oh, what the
It's
fuck?
loud. That was loud.
That was like a frog.
All
right.
Is it better?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Josie the frog is here. And Nate, how are we doing?
Well, I'm here for a very brief period of time, but I do want to address something.
Go ahead. Start it out with this.
Drama.
Okay. I am disgusted by what I saw from the Game and Talk community in the previous episode. I went to the comment section before comments were deleted, and the things people felt comfortable in saying were abhorrent. The individuals who made these comments are not welcome here. And if you want to call me a simp or anything of that nature for saying this right now, go for it. Because I'm going to instruct Josie, John, Evan, whoever has access to the comment section for this episode, not to touch it. Because I want to see the comments you people make to what I am saying now. And if you want to call me anything, insult me, use slurs, go for it. And you can consider tonight my resignation. So on that note, enjoy the episode.
All righty. There you have it. Standing on business, 10 toes down. That was not the way that I thought that was going to go. I thought we were gonna. I was thinking we were gonna call it Nintendo Prime, but yeah. So Nintendo, they're a video game company.
They are a video game company.
They make video games and
lots of video games.
Lots of them. And they have a presentation tomorrow. Okay. Now wait a second. I have a genuine question here. You're both in on the West Coast. T-shirt, snuggie. I'm getting conflicting weather reports out of you two.
I've been rotting in bed, so
A little under the weather.
Sure, yeah. I had a really busy weekend, so I'm still trying to recover.
Busy work or busy
Busy work.
fraternizing?
I worked. I was on a set. I was on a film set all weekend. I feel ill.
We'll talk about the film.
It's not something I wrote. I'm just doing sound for it. I was on it for 14 hours, and then it ended abruptly because of a really crazy situation. So I'm a little exhausted from everything. But yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
We do have a super chat. We'll go over that before moving on. There it is. Josh Storch, $10. Hey, how certain are we about the 23rd being the pre-order day? I'm trying to get off work so I can try and guarantee me one. Don't want to risk price increase with tariffs if I have to wait for a second batch. I don't foresee okay, so I talked about this in a video. As far as the 23rd, I mean Bill Kun is usually pretty spot on with a lot of things. If Canada's doing it the 23rd, if that's what's showing up in databases, considering they changed plans based on what the US was doing, I think that's a pretty safe bet. But I also think that there is going to be a decent enough stock to where like that won't be something that you have to like worry about too much. And yeah, also depending on where you live and stuff like that. Just my opinion. Vampire Slayer with a big 20. This ain't no Fast and Furious movie. Also, who let the demons out? She's gonna curse everyone. Hey, people. Glad to see you all here. Sorry I've been absent. A lot happened within 5 minutes. It's live television, pal. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Yeah. So, I guess where do we want? What do we want to start with here? What do we want to?
Well, maybe we get the big thing out, like the direct happening tomorrow, right? I feel like we should get some predictions out there before everything else.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Take the helm. What are your predictions for tomorrow?
All right. I think Nintendo has to really prove to us why this game is $80. I don't think they're going to do it. I just think they're going to really try to be like, well, look, this is why it's $80. It all makes sense, but it's still like not great, you know? But I'm assuming like we get confirmed like DLC or something coming for the next 2 years. I'm assuming they're going to do like some sort of track drop, but I think it's going to come out as like a full game, but we'll be talking about like, oh, look, there's also all these booster course packs coming later down the line, which, you know, we will see. But
now,
yeah.
Okay, so if we're going by that mantra, you're assuming that they're going to be involved in the online expansion pack then, correct?
Mm-hmm. But I also think, well, maybe not. Maybe it's just in the base game, and they're like, look, see, we included the DLC here. That's why it's $80 instead of, you know, the regular 60.
Okay, so you think it would be baked into it.
Mm-hmm.
And
but
so
they're going to be sure to like, yeah, but they're going to be sure to like differ. They'll be like, this doesn't start until after, like maybe 3 months after or something. But a 15-minute presentation, like what are they going to show that isn't like a roadmap for the future, right? I feel like they've got to have something like that. Plus, that could give us the Smash reveals that people were excited about for a while.
Smash reveals?
Like, you know how people like look forward to like drops and stuff from Nintendo, like with the Smash stuff? They'll be like, oh, a new track. This is getting remastered. Hype. And they'll just give them something to talk about in every direct.
I disagree, but I'm not going to say why first. Celia, what do you think? Are you flicking? Oh, no, it's your index finger.
What?
I thought you were flicking me off.
I mean, I can if you want. Okay. So for my predictions for Mario Kart, like Josie said, we're gonna go in hopeful, thinking they're gonna explain the $80, and they're gonna be like, nah, this is the shit you're paying. Yeah, like I'm hoping like that they were like, oh, in this price, you know, we'll include DLC and add, I guess, more value to it, but that's not what's gonna happen. They're gonna delve into the details probably of why this game is special, like all the new tracks, how expansive it is, and what justifies that $80 price. And I might be overstepping with like maybe just seeing the marketing grand scheme of things, but this $80 price point, as upset as I am about this is a defining point of explaining why there is that $80 price tag moving forward with first party games. So I'm very curious if it's going to be more in depth and a bit more special than what they normally would do for this style of direct. But we'll see. I hope that they do a roadmap and tell us about all the characters, maybe add more value with NSO and maybe give us some freebies or something with it. I don't know. We'll find out. Mario Kart's cool, but it's not a system seller for me. So I don't feel like I'm very, I guess, as invested in this.
Flucus with a $2. I'm glad Nate called people out. I just wish he called out Nintendo Prime. Like for
also,
no reason.
Cool.
Just go ahead.
Cool. Thank you, Flucus. Also, I love your king slime. He's the best slime.
King Slime is the best.
Yeah,
slime.
his profile pictures is King Slime.
Massive.
Yeah.
GBR, yes, I believe so. Okay,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
I guess just to touch on that, because it's weird, I feel like not to. A lot of the comments. Okay, so basically, like Sean and I are friends, we're cool, everything's fine. The problem was it was caught on guard and inappropriate, and you guys got to see boundaries set in real life. The thing is, though, is that Sean was 100% kidding. He is my friend. We've been friends for years. The people that weren't kidding were the people in the comments who took what Sean says an open door just to say really horrible things to me about my religion, and that's not okay. And like Sean and I can beep all the time because we're friends and he knows me in real life. These people do not. And they were serious about their comments. And like Nate messaged me personally and was like, Celia, do not look at the comments. And, you know, when someone tells you don't look at the comments, what do? You look at them. And it was like some really, really horrible things. So I understand why Nate felt really upset by that. Anyone would if you read through that. It was tough and like it was not a good time. So I respect Nate for his decision and I really do appreciate him supporting me, but I am sad that he stepped out for a bit.
What if Mario Kart World uses what they did for Mario Kart Tour as its basis for the in-game in terms of track types, carts, costumes, etc.? Also, hi, Celia. I saw you get excited there.
Good to see you, Vampire.
So I will parlay that, and thank you for the $20 super chat, Vampire Slayer. I will parlay that into what I think this is going to be. Because I kind of think differently than both of you. One of the things that they kind of showed, which isn't really a big deal in the grand scheme of things, was like sticker customization. Somebody noticed that on a couple of the different video clips, there were different stickers in the same place on a Bowser Jr. cart. I think what this is they're going to show off all the different modes, all the because allegedly there's like I think people are saying like over 80 characters in the game as well, and I think they're going to show like what the open world is, because people are also discovering there's like P blocks, not like urine, but you know, like the P, the power block, the blue block. They're noticing that they're just like randomly scattered throughout places and stuff like that. So could there be some sort of adventure mode akin to Diddy Kong Racing or Crash Bandicoot or something like that? Because you know, this is a 15-minute presentation, and considering that it'll probably be moving at a somewhat brisk pace, I think the biggest thing is to somebody who doesn't think the game is worth $80, I don't think there's anything that you can show them that would change their mind. Like that, I honestly feel like that's just the fact of the matter. There are people who are just like, I don't give a fuck if this is Christ on a cracker. I'm not paying $80 for a video game, especially not a Mario Kart game. And that's fine. You know, according to, you know, some interesting pre-order stuff, allegedly like 75% plus of the Switch 2s that are in the first wave are bundles. So I almost am of the mindset that like maybe Nintendo even knows, you know, consider it like this. If this game came out at $80 and there wasn't a pack-in bundle where you essentially save $30, would they sell as much at the launch of the system? Or are most people just going to pick up the bundle out of convenience? I kind of think that way. So, you know, I don't know. It's a weird situation.
Yeah. I also think I think they're probably going to do some sort of story mode.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
Yeah,
like Diddy Kong or Crash Bandicoot had one too. Like I feel like you'll do stuff, like you'll explore, because like what's the point of just having free roam if it's just like, here you go, drive around, like what the fuck am I doing with your friends? Yeah, what am I doing? Taking pictures? Although this is Nintendo, so who really knows? Trip and Fall with an Australian $5. Switch 2 pricing is weird. Here in Australia, when I convert the prices to USD, Kirby and Zelda Switch 2 is $63 and Mario Kart is $71, including tax. Well, I know, like, from talking to MVG, who likes to say that he was like an Australian or something, and would by extension. I know shit is very expensive in Australia, so I'm just going to chalk this up to like you getting a W on this. So enjoy it, you know, enjoy the savings and spend your money wisely. Anything else we kind of expect from this thing?
I wonder if they're gonna go like into extra characters like Kirby and Zelda and stuff like that, because we haven't seen any non-Mario characters yet. So I wonder if maybe they're keeping that.
Let me see something here.
Because we also had like Animal Crossing, Splatoon, and the OG and 8.
I want to see how many were in 8 Deluxe. There's 3 pages. Fuck you, Nintendo Life. Just tell me a number. So there were 50 through the DLC in that game. And allegedly there's 80 plus in this one. So I mean, I feel like you're scraping the bottom of the Mario barrel if you're trying to find, 30 more characters to add into it. With that, okay. So that gives me a follow-up question then. Would that kind of diminish the game a little bit for you by having a lot of Nintendo characters, but not necessarily having Nintendo or courses themed on those characters? Because you got courses based on, F-Zero, Animal Crossing, Legend of Zelda, with previous DLC. Would you want like, because we all know Rusty's going to be as. Do you want a Rusty's Real Deal Baseball level?
Yes.
Like,
I want a Banjo-Kazooie level.
See, that's the booster course wave DLC. That's what they do. They make it like outside of Mario.
But you think that's going to be all included?
No,
Yeah,
it's not.
because it's $80.
They're going to charge you for everything.
A $100 game with that included.
They're charging you for the C button use, for Christ's sakes.
Dude, when they we're looking at everything and they're like, oh, and we have a camera and we'll sell a camera separately as well. And they all high five. Like every single purchase, I feel like they high fived. If they still put manuals and things, I feel like they would charge you for that too.
Well, they are charging for that Switch manual. The
Fuck.
Switch welcome tour. It's like $10.
My joke,
It's really funny, and it's even funnier that it's true.
I forgot that they have a tech demo and they're charging you for it. God, it's my industry, it's my career, but I fucking hate that.
KFB with $2. Question for all: what GameCube game do you want on NSO?
I have a list. Do you guys want to go first?
You go.
Yeah, sure, you go.
Okay, so I want a Tales game on there. I want Skies of Arcadia. I want let's see, Beautiful Joe would be fucking fantastic. A Simpsons game, so Simpsons Hit and Run or Road Rage would be really cool. Sonic Battle Advance would be really cool. And like, what else? I feel like that was the main ones actually that I was excited about. How about you guys?
I want Animal Crossing, the OG. I've never played that, so I really want to check it out, and I think it'd be fun to make a little world.
But do they include the NES games? Because that was one of the selling points.
See, that'd be sick. Well, I mean, you're already paying for Switch Online, so you already have them.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I wish they would port the DS Animal Crossing. That is the best one, in my opinion.
That is a great one.
Well, we need to get DS emulation first.
They could do
the 10 dogs.
Come on.
Back to GameCube. I
I would
have
buy
one safe choice. That's not necessarily safe because I don't think it's going to happen. But one I would really like, which is Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes. Even though I own it, I would like to play it again on the nice screen. And my second one is a bit of a deep cut. The Sonic Gems collection, which features such games that will never come to the system, such as Sonic the Fighters and Sonic R, with improved controls so that it's actually a fun game to play. I would thoroughly enjoy Sonic Gems Collection. And it's all weird games that are not like, here's the list.
Oh, wait, I have 2 more games.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have one serious one and one funny one. Okay, serious one, fucking Master Quest for Zelda. Like, that was so cool. And I love that. So I hope we get Master Quest or make it like a collection. That would be really cool too, to have like Ocarina, Master Quest, and Majora's Mask all bundled together and probably charge. Oh, actually, no, I was about to say charge $80, but this is NSO. Ha ha ha. Anyways, so that would be really cool.
Is Master Quest the one that includes both of the N64 games?
You know, I don't remember because I have both of the collector things. One where it has Zelda 1, Zelda 2, and I don't remember what, and there was a Wind Waker preview, and then I have the other one that's Master Quest and the other game on it. I need to check my bookcase. I am misremembering. But I have both of them, and I fuck up which games are in what.
Okay.
But I would like something of that sort. I think it would be cool. And then my silly one is I want Mary-Kate and Ashley License to Drive.
Okay.
I talked about this on the Spawncast. It is a fucking horrible game. It is like absolute shit. It is unplayable, legitimately. Even if you have like all OEM everything, you know, playing that game, it is so hard to control. There's a mini game where the controls just don't work. And it's just, you win by Luigi doing nothing. It is incredible. Do you know what I'm talking about, Josie? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about.
I do not, but I played a Hannah Montana game on the Wii that I think is very similar. And you had to like sing into the microphone.
That sounds like a better time. No, License to Drive is physically painful. It's incredible.
The Hannah Montana games were kind of quality, so.
Sonic CD, Sonic the Fighters, and Sonic R, plus a collection of Game Gear Sonic games are available in this collection. And we don't have Game Gear on NSO. Josh Storch with a $2 donation. I'll be getting the Mario Kart bundle, not paying $80. Smart man.
Smart.
Christian, $2 Australian. I'm going to wait for Switch 2. Want new Banjo? You'll be waiting a while. Massive
Microsoft
Rican.
is.
Yeah, okay. Okay, MVG. Calm down over there. Massive Rican goes without saying, but I think the majority of the audience doesn't think nor participate with the comments and insults that were said. Celia, hope you know most of us support you. Thank you, Massive Rican.
You guys too.
And
like,
if you don't, you're going to get immediately fucking banned on everything. Just so you're aware. I handle the comments. All of them are gone now, and you will be absolutely never around again. So just watch yourself, please.
And we'll show up to your house and fight you. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Exactly.
no.
Yeah.
That didn't work out for the other person who said that. Let's not say that.
Oh, really? Oh, people joke that?
Wait, what?
Don't
What?
worry about it.
Who said that?
Who?
Trip and Fall, Australian $2. Don't sleep on Fast Fusion. That's day one for me. That is also day one for me too. I am thoroughly looking forward to that game. It will slide under the radar. I will make a video about it.
Ooh, wait, what's Fast Fusion?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out right now.
Fast Racing Neo, Fast
Oh,
RMX.
yeah.
4K
It's like
60, 1080p, 120. It's a futuristic racing game, kind of like F-Zero. It's basically F-Zero because Nintendo doesn't make F-Zero anymore. It's fast
cool.
as fuck. And
It's the same people who make Fast
Shinin.
RMX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was not listening to any of your pitch, Sean, and I was about to be like, this looks like F-Zero.
Okay. Gingerbread Tiger Woods member for 6 months. Rusty's Real Deal Baseball with new mouse controls would be phenomenal. At least some people understand that.
That'd be so crazy if
Josh
that's what
Storch.
they come out with.
With a $5, they didn't include it all in Breath of the Wild, so why would Mario Kart be free? That is true. You got to pay for the Breath of the Wild DLC.
You know, my little heart can hope. Okay, guys, it can hope.
Wait a second. You have to. Okay, I feel like I haven't really been online in a second. You have to pay for the DLC still. The Switch edition of Breath of the Wild doesn't,
Yes.
or the Switch.
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
So it's $90.
Round two.
What are we doing?
If you buy the
I don't
Switch 2 edition for $70 of Breath of the Wild, you have to spend the additional money to get the DLC of Breath of the Wild. that was
Oh.
released later. Like,
Yeah,
was it,
7
like
years ago instead of 8.
yeah.
Jesus.
Vampire Slayer 83, $20 dono. Thank you, Vampire Slayer. Sean, we all want Rusty's real deal baseball in Mario Kart. I agree with this. I've been waiting for Captain Falcon and Mario Kart for forever. We all know Twilight Princess will be in NSO eventually, since it was on the GameCube. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say it. It's a shame. It is a damn shame that we have to get the GameCube version of Twilight Princess, because the Wii U version is superior. You don't have to do that fucking at the start where you're playing as the wolf and you got to get the fucking little droplet things or whatever. They cut that in like half in the Wii U one. So it was nice. It was snappy getting into the game. On the GameCube, it was like took for fucking ever. It was so slow and plotting and stinky. Like, I don't like that. I don't like that. So the fact that I have to deal with that on okay, why would Celia, you speak Japanese? Is this new? Is this
No.
new lore?
Je parle français.
Oh shit.
Well, Bill Cook thinks you speak Japanese. So you better get on that shit. And you're letting our Japanese viewers down. Yeah, Josie. The $90 and you get the complete experience. But technically, you still have to download the DLC because it's not on a cartridge. So, what do you think about that?
I think it's bad. What the hell? I can't I feel like everywhere I look, Nintendo's just like, oh, I don't think so. This one's gonna cost a bunch of money for no. They're just like penny pinching this time. Weird.
Dude, hey, you Pikachuing it.
Yeah, well, especially for a company that has so much fucking money. Like they had such a success with the Switch. Like, what are we doing?
They made 11 billion. They're a huge conglomerate.
Hey, we don't need to penny pinch right now. We can help give the consumer a little bit of a win sometimes.
I feel like if we didn't have such a crazy hyperinflation that's been going on and off again, for the past few years, we would be reacting to this a bit differently. It's just right now. I don't
think so. Because that price would still be $90 for an 8-year-old game for the complete edition of it. $80 for a Mario Kart game.
That's true.
Nintendo being the first. That's what
I feel like I'm more hypersensitive to it because eggs are still fucking $12. I don't know. I look at
gas
that
is continuously going up in price.
and it's just it's just so many things cost of living have.
Gas got cheaper here.
It didn't here. California, it's still bullshit expensive prices.
I'm in a blue state too, and somehow my gas went down. But I don't buy eggs. I don't understand.
Really,
that.
I love
my
eggs.
grandma buys eggs.
They're great. It's a great staple for breakfast. I'm a breakfast person, and I love making omelets, and I have to ration that shit out, and it sucks. And I like baking things, and I can't do that because I need my eggs for breakfast, and it's just a struggle.
Let's see how much eggs are here. What are your egg prices out there?
$10
for a dozen.
Ones. A dozen, yeah.
All right. My local grocer. Okay, I want to in store. Yes. That's not my address. That's not my zip code either.
Share your screen so the people at home can see.
Yeah.
Hide your tabs before you share your screen.
Dork.
That was funny.
Have you filled out your shit for too many games yet?
No. Did you get an email? I didn't get an email.
Yes. And then I didn't respond in a timely manner. And they're like, "You still want to come?" I was like, "Yes."
What?
But I'm important.
Should I talk to John?
All right. I could get we're just talking about a dozen eggs here, right? I can get a dozen eggs. Once again, I'm in a very expensive blue state. I can get eggs at my local grocer for $6 right now. I think this is more of a California.
No, it's not. No.
Why are my eggs $6 and yours are $10?
Well, I think it just. I mean, I go to Costco and get a little 24 thing of eggs and split them with my friends for $10. So.
Now the story changes. We went from $10 for a dozen.
Expensive. It's still fucking expensive.
I'm explaining. Okay, on my side, I go to Vons.
Yeah,
and they're fucking $10.
Yeah, don't go to Vons. Mac Mega, you can go to Aldi's and get eggs for $7 a dozen.
You
I
know, I
wonder-
will check out Aldi's. I go to Grocery Outlet as well, and they're $10 there too. And Grocery Outlet's the bargain market. So
Let
Do
me
you have
Boo.
Costco near you, Celia?
I have to drive. We'll
Mm.
talk about geography later
Mhm.
about where I live.
They're running up
Um,
in Costco.
I wonder. Let me see
Smart.
what my Aldi.
It's still
charges.
expensive though, and they have gone up immeasurably from the past few years. So
Well, that was because of the bird flu thing.
no,
Or
it's
the-
just inflation is occurring.
Well,
Like
oh,
it's
yeah.
a thing that is
All right, here we
happening,
go.
and then wages are not going up to match inflation. So there's a bit of an imbalance, and people are upset more so than they would be normally, I think.
Why do I have to see price in store? This is bullshit. All right, there's a
Yeah, because variable, stupid, stinky pricing.
there's a
Oh yeah, that was also crazy. That interview that Doug Bowser did. If the game's worth it, we're gonna charge more. Okay, I don't think so.
All right,
It's like,
let me look-
nah, I'll just starve. It's fine.
I actually don't think you should do that.
All right,
Oh,
read
fine, I
it-
guess.
Josie, read a donation while I'm looking at my discount grocer. And for the record, I haven't been to a grocery. I can't go to the grocery store. Like I cannot.
Yeah, you just order it.
Instacart.
God, I wish the
Wow.
organic eggs were only $10.
Vampire Slayer with $20. Gas is under $3 where I'm at, and eggs are $10 for me if I buy organic.
I gotta use
Generic eggs are
premium
7 to
though,
8.
pal. Come on, we're not using that 87 crap. So my discount grocer eggs are $5.89, so 10-cent savings.
So Trader Joe's has $4.99 eggs, but like all the
Oh.
old people go in at 9
Oh, they're
a.m.
all
and take all
gone,
of them.
dude.
Dude, they're
I
gone in an hour.
know.
So that's not even an option because I work, so I have to go, do that. But
So
Grocery Outlet, if anyone watching at home has one near that you, like, it is great. It's an overstock store and they buy like overstock for pennies on the dollar. I wish they had it that cheap, but you get things like half price and it's really cool.
So my regular is $2.90 at my local gas station. Premium
Oh,
$3.80.
imagine. Your premiums are baseline.
Well, I need premium. I drive
Okay.
premium cars here, pal. Vampire Slayer 83.
I just read that.
Another $20 dono. Thank
I
you.
just
for
read
that.
that.
I was highlighting it.
Okay.
Medallion. Wish Josie
Ooh.
a happy birthday.
Josie, it was your birthday?
Yeah. What was
Happy
it?
birthday!
2 days ago. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
22.
I
Yeah.
remember 22.
Why
was
does
fun.
21-year-old Josie have
Oh,
a
wait.
Costco membership? It's
22
probably not-
actually, Bill Cook.
It's not
And it's my mom.
My grandma.
No, but
has
I have
Costco.
my own name. Like I'm just under their Costco.
nice.
How many dozen eggs is a Switch 2 game? Discussed in groups of 5.
I'm bad at math, so
I
Shocked.
mean,
8.
well, it depends.
45.
It depends where you're buying the eggs. If you're buying them on the West Coast,
45.
that's what 7 dozen eggs. If you're buying them on the East Coast, you can probably get 10, you get 11.
We should do game and talk picture spoilers without context, and it'll be 7 dozen eggs next to a Switch 2.
We should just like
I'm
Just
surprised
like-
like so many motherfuckers eat eggs. Like I've never heard of
yeah.
like
Wow,
people eating
man.
so many eggs in their
Yeah,
in my
that's
it's
life.
so
like the
wild.
best
Like,
source
bro.
of protein.
Bro, just fucking get some chicken breast and get some cereal if you want
That's
some fucking breakfast.
Chicken and cereal.
for
No,
breakfast.
cereal for
Yum,
breakfast,
bro.
chicken for your
Yum.
protein.
No, cereal isn't good for you. Well, it depends on the type you get, but like most people,
carbs.
Lucky Charms, cinnamon toast crunch,
That's
yeah,
just sugar.
those are bad for you. Incredibly bad for you.
$2.50. They're on sale at my local grocer.
All right.
I only
Um,
buy like the same. Few
You like put a
things.
whole Costco chicken in your cereal in the morning?
No, I don't cook. Like
Okay,
I'll buy
fair.
You
buy
don't have to
stuff.
cook a Costco chicken. It's
Bro, I
So
don't
this is
worry.
why you don't know what groceries cost because you just order DoorDash every
Roughly.
day.
Yeah, that's Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
well, like I'll buy stuff.
So,
for
like,
a
most people can't
sandwich.
do that.
This is how bad I am. I will buy stuff for a sandwich. Like I currently have 2 types of deli meat, cheese, and bread. I will not make the sandwich I will take 2 slices of ham or maple turkey, and then I'll eat it. And then a couple minutes later, I'll go in the kitchen and I'll eat like half a piece of bread. And then like 5 minutes after that, I'll go in and have a couple bites of cheese.
That's how toddlers eat.
Sean, that's a depression meal. Are you okay?
I nanny a
You know that
3-year-old, and that's
answer.
how he eats food.
I know. I'm sorry, hon.
He just
Yeah, I have DoorDash Premium. All right.
So you cannot be giving your input on inflation
here's the thing,
with
here's the
DoorDash
thing.
Premium.
Yes, I'm
I
just like,
can.
what do you mean, guys?
What do
I
you guys
can, and
mean?
let me
I can
tell you
afford
why.
everything. I just got this
Because-
Hogan ass thing, and I'm
All
all
right,
good.
McFlurries are the same price always. Don't
It
worry.
was
No, I'm kidding.
Undertaker. People in the chat, you have to remember this. All right. My job, I work from home. So I bought a car with 28,000 miles on it 3-4 years ago, and now has
Oh, is it the same-
31,000. That's
Was
that's
it 3 years ago? Because I remember you sending me a photo of a car like
okay. I have 2 cars.
5. Okay.
Okay, so maybe yes. Probably was
Yeah,
closer to 5.
Because I was at Hyperkin still when you did that.
Okay, yeah. So like when you're spending, you got to figure you're spending money on gas driving to and from work. You might have a 30-minute commute each way or something like that, even longer than that. So what
You're talking
you
to people from California. It's an
What-
hour and a half.
Okay. But
Yeah,
what I'm
that's true.
saying is what you are spending in your gas every day, and then maybe you get your little $10 meal alongside of it. I don't mind getting a $15 sandwich from a local deli because I don't have to go to it. You know?
Sean, that doesn't make sense because I too work from home. This is my office.
You had to go into the office today, though.
Well, yeah, but I go in once a month.
Okay. We need to get someone who works a 9 to 5 on here because I am also a student, so I don't really understand that either. But
Like tomorrow I have a doctor's appointment at 11:30. I have to be there by 11:20. I will not order a lunch, and plus I only eat 1 meal a day. I eat lunch because I eat lunch at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and like that's it for me. Like I might have like a freaking snap pea, maybe some strawberries or something like that. But like I don't,
Snappies.
you know, that's
you're
that's-
on like your hot girl diet. This is like what people
Dude,
eat to
dude.
like.
that is my one
Okay,
meal
hold
of
on.
the day.
I love snap peas. I
I-
just want to
the-
comment that.
I also like
know-
snap peas, but that's a weird thing to just call out. I'd say.
Do you get them from the farmer's market, Sean?
No, I get like the baked ones. I got like these
Like
wasabi-
edamame.
No,
Nah.
that's not peas, Josie.
Oh shit, my bad. What is that?
Hold
Like,
on.
I'm just
The
imagining a
harvest
frozen-
snaps. They're called harvest snaps.
Oh, fun.
And they were out of the lightly salted ones. And so my Instacart person got me the
Wait.
wasabi ranch. And plus, fuck
You
all
get
of
them
you.
like
How about this?
cracker
Oh
one.
my fucking god, Sean,
How
those are
about
the
this?
chips. That's not peas.
Fuck all of you. I am creating
my God.
jobs. I am creating jobs by people Instacarting. I get very handsome tips. I am creating jobs by ordering lunch.
Yeah, it's good for the
at least
economy.
5.
Okay,
It is good
Marge.
for the economy. I am creating jobs.
You know what?
I
To
am-
be fair, my boyfriend is a DoorDash driver sometimes. So
Look at this.
Terrible.
I am helping the economy.
Okay, I'm still obsessed that Sean was talking about pea chips. And you know, like it's the chips thing. And I thought you were talking about fresh snap peas, and I was trying
I like
to
those
figure out.
too, but I'm not going to buy
Yeah.
those because they're expensive. These are like,
No, in my head. Okay, do you understand why I was trying to figure out what you were talking about?
all right, here's a look at
so let's talk about the Switch too.
fuck the Switch
Because-
too. We got
well,
more
we're-
viewers now than we did with talking about
we
the
have
other-
nutrition.
This is a bit out of where, yeah, we should become a health podcast. This is great.
All right, here's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Let's come
here.
up with a bunch of what's your guys' most unhinged take about health?
Yeah,
the
that's
harvest
what you eat.
snaps,
Yeah.
the wasabi ranch,
That's
zippy
not real peas, though.
and creamy. They are real peas that they bake.
Yeah, somewhere in there are peas.
You know what? It's a better snack than I expected. And also, those are
No,
kind of good
I
for
love
you.
that. I
They
love
are
those
good.
too, but
They
I
are
just
good.
can't get over it because I was just imagining Sean with a farmer's market bag just full of peas from a farm, just like
What do I
full,
go?
full palming
You
them
remember
into his mouth.
When you ate like a bunch of blueberries and threw up for like 2 days.
I was imagining that.
No, that was the weird thing when I got out of the hospital. for whatever reason. You know what it was? It wasn't even, it was almost like a clockwork thing, because it was every Saturday night at like 4 a.m. No matter what I had eat, I would just throw up. And it was the weirdest fucking thing in the world. I did not know like what it was. It doesn't matter if it was grapes. I had grapes one time. I threw up like full blueberries and raisins. Like, I don't get it, dude.
But the
But,
thing
like-
is like,
No.
we'd be like, what did you eat? And he was like, oh, just a couple blueberries. And I was like, what's a couple blueberries? It's like a fucking huge ass bowl. And I was like, anyone is going to throw up if you eat that much of one food in one sitting.
Why?
You know,
How do
Sean,
fat people do it? Fat people don't throw up all the time.
I don't know
Sean,
if you can say.
to make you feel better, when I was 11, I ate too many dried apricots, and I too threw up. So
You ever
I
ate
feel
too
your
much,
pain.
Sean
sugar-
would do this to himself every Saturday, so he couldn't make the fucking
No,
podcast.
No, the thing of it was I would make the podcast, and then I would go to bed, and then the next morning I'd be throwing up. And this was like not like, oh look, I'm white girl drunk, blah. This was like all over the place. Like my bathroom would be covered. And like sometimes
Ew.
Excuse me, Sean, white girl drunk? Are you appropriating our
yes, I
culture?
am 100%. Adame are soybeans, which are a type of pea, says Sinclair.
Oh,
Okay, so
I
I'm
didn't know
good.
that.
$1.99. Hey,
You
I
learn something
mean-
new every day.
like, you ever ate like too much sugar-free candy?
Yes.
Bro, I did that.
No.
I did that at work once. I was, because like
Oh no.
at the old job at the pharmacy, one of the jobs that I bested upon myself was I would always check the candy to see what was going to expire. And sometimes I would hide the candy, because if it was expired, we technically couldn't sell it. And then it was fair game. Whoever got it would have it. And I remember one time, we had a bag of sugar-free like gummy rings, and like they went out of date. And so I was like, found them. I guess I'm taking these home. And my boss was
I
like,
know
no,
where
why
the
don't you
story is
why
going.
don't you eat them here? And I was like, oh, okay. And so I ate the whole bag. So I'm like, word, sugar-free? That's not bad for me. And then like 10 minutes later, I'm like, my stomach doesn't feel very good. And he was like, you're going to have a fun rest of the shift, aren't you? And I was like, I don't know. You tell me. And it was hell. It was hell. I was running to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
But like that
Okay.
place, so I remember I went there once to work, and it was really slow. And my boss was like, you need to do something. I was like, I am doing something. I'm messing around on the computer. And he was like, you need to go up and clean all the cigarette butts out in the parking lot. I was like, why? They're not all mine. I throw mine into a little can. I'm not picking up other people's cigarette butts. He was like, just go out there and clean them. And I'm like, fine, but let me run home real quick and grab some shorts, because I was wearing pants. It was the summertime. This is North Carolina. It's very hot. I lived literally like 2 blocks away from this location. And he's like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? I was like, I'm not doing this in pants. Like, let me go home and grab a pair of shorts. I'll be back in 5 minutes. And he was like, no. And I was like, you're just being difficult. And he was like, well, if it's that big of a deal, then why don't you just take your pants off? And I said, fine, I will. And I took my pants off, and I was in my boxer briefs, and I was outside of the pharmacy with a little sweeper and a little thing to put all the butts in. And I was out there sweeping. And a girl who was coming in at 12 o'clock pulled up, and she's like, she gets out of the car. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, well, he wouldn't let me go home and get a pair of shorts. And I said, it's too hot to do this in pants. So I'm doing this in my boxer briefs and t-shirt. Enjoy. And so she goes inside. She starts yelling at him. Customers are pulling up, and I'm just like, wait, hey, Mrs. Thompson, how you doing? Your prescription's ready. Oh yeah, it's just, a little warm out here, just getting some exercise. He got so mad. He like ran outside. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, you said I should do it.
Crazy.
Good for you, Sean. Good for you.
It's always nice when we get a glimpse into your younger years.
It's like a window into.
I mean, this was
something.
this was like 8 years ago. I mean, it wasn't.
I was expecting you to be like, this was like 2 weeks ago. Like,
I haven't had a job.
this is
in 2
recent.
weeks. My job is dude. It's hot as shit, and it's humid. That's the thing. It's not a dry heat. It's a very wet heat. So like,
Gross.
yeah, like, and there's like
No.
skeeters and stuff out there.
How do we segue this into back to Switch 2 stuff?
All right, it's been a crazy 2 weeks for the Nintendo and the Switch 2.
To the sweat drops down my balls, Dwayne, and it was dripping that day, dude. It was hot.
Jesus.
Gross.
It was hot. I used to kill a lot of wasps too, because we had like a lot of wasps would like get
Okay, I was confused where that was going.
like build nests and stuff. So I'd get the spray and I would just spray and run away. I love doing stuff outside because I could just smoke cigarettes. Like, it's
There
like,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah, sure, dude. I would cut grass sometimes. We had a at the other store. We had a ride on, or was it? No, it wasn't a ride on. It was a push mower, and they're like, somebody needs to cut the grass. I was like, I'll do it. Like, why do you want to do it? I was like, I could smoke cigarettes. This is great. I'd be out there cutting the grass. So yeah,
fun fact, guys. I realized I drank too much caffeine today, and so now I'm high anxiety. So let's switch topics.
Oh no.
how are the Switch 2s going to hold up to the summer heat? That's a very good question.
Do not leave your Switch 2 in the sun. You will have a bad time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Bob will do the thing.
Oh yeah,
When-
his test.
Yeah, his test. That fucking first time, I might need to steal that from him. Just like leave it on for a week.
Do
or
it right
something.
before he does.
Well, no, because he has to do it
Do
for
it.
like a month or something. How long did he do it? I left
thought he
my
did the-
Switch on for
I thought it was a year.
1,800
A year?
hours straight. How
Does he
much is
want it
that?
like? Does he want his like place to catch on fire? Because I feel like that's how you have a small fire in your house.
He's trying to figure out the burn-in, which is honestly, it's kind of
1,800
interesting.
Hours to days. That's only 75 days, so I could do a month. I could undercut him.
Yeah, take all those views. Good call.
Yeah, I mean, he got a fucking 1.1 mil on the original Switch and
Don't steal Mom's
700,000
video.
on the OLED. So
Dude, they're gonna call us on stream again. Sean, don't steal anything.
That's okay. Bob's on a different podcast now.
bro,
Oh,
fuck
really?
that bridge. Yeah, he's not on Nintendo.
Oh
That
shit!
bridge
I've not
sucks.
been following.
My keys are still on that bridge somewhere. How
Have you
was
guys
the main
talked
event?
about-
I watched everything up until, or I watched, the last thing I saw was the tag match with "We hurt people, we hurt people." I don't wear briefs. I wear boxer briefs. You get the comfort of a boxer with the support of a brief.
Celia, did you get to try out the Switch 2 at all?
Of course not.
Okay.
I
I was
was
just
not
curious.
at a Nintendo event, so
Okay.
did not get to. But eventually, if you see, it looks real cool.
Yeah. I want to bad, but I just I didn't get into that thing, and then, but all the stuff coming out about it seems pretty exciting. People like it.
You want to do this again or what? Because now he can't. He might not even be there though, because he's having a kid like soon-ish. I think in June is when Kim is due.
Wow.
Oh, that's so exciting!
Let's talk about Reggie. Fuck Reggie. That dude's a
What do you mean?
fuck Reggie.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, but he all Reggie is a personality. There is so much dirt on Reggie that you can look at.
He has a
and-
huge like record, like not record, but like
Forehead?
of like no, be nice. But like his career, it wasn't just Nintendo. Like he's been an exec for like multiple different companies, and like his
Pizza Hut.
endeavors now are successful. So
But the
I don't know.
thing
I
is,
think yeah.
if you are a Nintendo of America president, you are just parroting mostly what Nintendo of Japan wants you to parrot.
But he did fight for like Wii Sports to be a pack-in, which is cool.
He fought-
He also fought for Disaster Day of Crisis to not come to the United States, even though it came out in Europe and was already English translated. He also fought against games like Xenoblade Chronicles, which ended up becoming a very popular Nintendo franchise until otherwise persuaded. Like,
Well,
there's
sometimes
lots-
people make
I'm just saying, if people act like he's a patron saint, and I'm like, bro, there was tons of problems when Reggie was around. You just had fucking Iwata as like the person, and you saw Reggie so much, so you liked the personality. That's what you were attracted to. It wasn't
But
necessarily
like,
the business side of things, because that motherfucker sold you a Wii U. It was like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is going to be the best way to play your third-party games. And then
well,
third parties are going to make games for 6 months.
hold on, time out. Third party did great on we had awesome time.
Indie did great on the Wii U.
Yeah, that was during the Nindies program, and that was incredible. It's not like Reggie came up with the Wii U. He was handed the Wii U and was like, market it, go.
Exactly.
And
That's what
it's
I'm
kind of
saying.
Yeah, but I'm saying that like you hating on him for sanctifying things. Well, no. It was a cool time where there was a face and a personality with NOA. Like it was like the first time that happened in a long time. And I think he was really cool. And I have a lot of fond memories of like, playing like try to street pass Reggie at E3. Like because he'd walk around and you just like go try to spot the giant dude.
I think someone has a little crush on Reggie. Vampire Slayer 83.
He's cool.
A $10 donation. I think I got blocked by YouTube. You didn't. Let me see
Oh.
it. Anyway, Josie, don't do what Sean and I do in life. Learn from it. I have crazy stories like Sean does. Happy late birthday, Josie. Switch 2 games you're excited for. Fast Fusion,
Donkey Kong.
I guess
Donkey Kong.
Mario
Well,
Kart World.
What else
World.
is announced for the Switch 2? I know there's a direct. I
It's
forgot.
just like that and Metroid, but that's like a dual release.
Yuka Replay.
That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love Yuka, so I'm really excited for that game. Also, Shovel Knight is a cameo in it. So
Let's go.
Noah
Woo!
Smith with a tenner. Once I realized Phil doesn't care about exclusives, I traded in my Xbox Series X for $375 towards the Switch 2, so at least that will make the price not sting as much. I mean, you're pretty much out the door for 120. Well, taxes too. Ooh, lots of
That's
Reggie
pretty good,
fans
though.
in the chat. Lots of I made a video about Reggie not too long ago.
You're such a hater.
I am not a hater. I am a realist. I look at the situation. I analyze the situation. Now, if I am a fanboy about things, but I always say that. I if I'm reviewing a game and it's like House of the Dead on the Switch, so many people hated that fucking game. I adored it. I was like, this is going to be the most biased fucking review that you will see for this, because you could shit on a box and write House of the Dead on it, and I'll play it, and I will find some enjoyment out of it.
Okay.
Are you
Well,
hoping the new Shovel Knight edition is playable at PAX East?
So I was not paying attention. I heard Shovel Knight. What?
Hopefully, new Shovel Knight edition is playable at PAX East.
Oh, we're not going to PAX East.
no.
I know we were going to, and then like we kind of looked at everything, and we're
Are
like,
you going, Josie?
"I'll be at
No,
West." Though.
I was going to, and then I like got a pass and everything, and I got approved, and I keep getting these things for games and shit, and I'm like, well, I'd do it if the hotel wasn't so expensive, but
Go to West. It's really fun. It's the bigger convention. I do like PAX East because everything's on the same floor, and that's really nice. Just to have everything together and very cohesive. West is a little bit disjointed since they moved everything to, I don't remember the other building's name, but they did. But it's really fun and it's a good time. And I don't know. I love Seattle.
So you get at PAX East, you got Kit and Krista are gonna be there. You could have shacked up with them. Good Vibes Gaming.
Shacked up.
what is it? What it was?
What do you mean shacked up?
Yeah, what?
Well, I mean,
Do you know what that word means?
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, in the same room. You freaking pervert.
No,
Jesus.
shacked up does not mean that. Hold on, let's go to Google. Can we make
'cause,
a poll and
if
chat?
you got a 2-bedroom hotel room, they would have one bed, you'd have the other. What's the problem?
Oh,
Jesus
you want
Christ,
me?
Sean.
you want me to stay in the same hotel as them?
in
Or
the same
leave-
room.
Yeah, in the same room.
Leave Josie alone, okay?
What do
She
you
does not need to
mean?
see anything.
Yeah. What's happening here? What do you
don't-
mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out. That's what I'm trying to do.
Don't you live there if you really cared?
I don't live in Boston.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I would no. I'm not going to PAX East. Have you seen these guest lists here? I'd be
Hey,
crucified. Yeah.
a little bit of a networking opportunity for you, actually, Sean. Maybe you should go.
No, I don't need it. Why do I need a network? That's the last thing I want to do is
Sean,
network.
why would I need to make friends or go
I'm
outside?
good. My
Yeah, what?
friend
Wait,
quota.
Sean, wait,
What?
time out.
Cole.
I told you could smoke cigarettes. Would you go outside to go there?
I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
Oh man, we're not getting them outside.
I vape.
But yeah,
you could smoke
side
inside
note-
with a vape.
Oh my god.
Mm.
But yeah, Kate and Krista are really nice. Have you met them before, Josie?
I have not. They seem great, honestly. I
They're
just
so nice.
Yeah.
I love chatting with
Should have
them.
went to PAX East.
with them in their hotel. That's a bit forward.
Okay, that's
right?
weird, Sean. That's
a
so
bit
weird.
forward as someone who's
Leave
never met
them
them.
alone.
Hi, Kit and Krista. I need a place to stay. Can I be with you guys in your same room?
I
Do you see how
think-
awkward that
Trying to
is?
drink.
I don't think that's awkward at all. Spyro Jones and Medallion. I think it's somewhere in the middle. If I had to guess, I don't think Medallion is correct, but I also don't think Spyro Jones.
All right,
is
let's not
correct.
speculate on things we have no
According-
idea about.
According to the Cambridge Dictionary, shacked up
I only
means
do
to start
Webster's,
living
ma'am.
in
I
the
only do
same
Merriam-Webster's
house.
dictionary, not no Cambridge crap.
Okay, let me go to Webster's.
Yeah, I need Webster's. Cambridge, what is this? England? Hip
Nah.
hip cheerio.
Okay, we can curse and stuff. We're not gonna get demonetized or
No, I
banned or
fucked
something.
that up like minutes into.
Yeah, and I fucked it up earlier too. I don't know why I asked. Shacked up means to live together as unmarried sexual partners.
I don't know, man.
So,
That's not how
and
I meant it.
So, do you have any other questions, Sean?
That's not how I meant it.
What are you? You're setting me up for failure here, Sean. What are you doing?
I mean, once
So,
again,
Sean's career advice.
talking about networking.
No,
No, Sean, absolutely not. I wish I had a spray bottle to go like.
Get Krista and Josie.
No.
Did you ever hear that? Never mind.
This is gonna be awesome if they watch.
No,
this
I don't
back,
shack
just so
up with
you're
no one,
aware.
bro. I have to live by myself. Like I've been
Kate and
living by
Krista,
myself.
shout out. You're my friends. I like you a lot.
They like me too.
Not after this.
I don't think I'm this.
No, I've definitely said crazier things about like stuff. See, look, Medallion. They watch me. I mean, I'm just, that's their business. Whatever they got going on.
No, leave them alone. I think
They're fine. I'm just saying, this could have been an opportunity for you, a discounted hotel room, because they're not.
no,
paying for the
Sean,
room.
stop.
They are
Stop
guests.
writing this
we
fanfic.
need to move on from this.
Bro, when you go to too many games, when we used to go to too many games, like when we were smaller, there would be like 6 of us
So
in a room.
You
Like,
would all shack up together.
But you're
Sean?
all men too. That's a little bit like different.
Would you guys kiss?
first off, I did not ask everyone their gender identity, so I am assuming that they are men, but there could have been some differentiating identities going on.
John, you're so progressive and
Thank
feminist.
you. Thank you. Second
Number
off,
one.
Second off, you are assuming that both Kit and Krista identify as cisgendered male. And
I'm
female,
not
and that
talking about
is
Kit and
the
Krista
No.
anymore. We've moved on. I'm saying the idea of staying with 6 creators in the space. I don't even know if there are 6 female creators in the space going to PAX East. So
Well, this
that
would have
sort
been
of
a great way to
situation
find out.
for me to stay in that would blow. I was actually invited to do that basically at an Airbnb, but they were all men. So I said
Yeah,
no
and I
because
told
that
you
was
not to do
fucking
that.
horrifying. So I
Well, look. Oh, hold on. Let me look at the list again because I saw some females on the PAX East guest list. I don't know why they don't reach out to me.
Games.
No, too many. She's coming to that.
yeah,
I
John gives
think.
me his hotel room, so we're good with that
Yeah.
one.
All right.
Yeah,
So here
okay.
we go. Hold on a second here. Let's present.
This is really good Switch 2 content. I'm happy that 437 people are
Our viewers keep going up, man.
with this podcast.
AO.
Oh, is this PAX?
Yes, this is PAX.
East.
Okay, nice.
Greg Miller. He's
Nice.
little boy. You could have hung out with him. Look, you got Jen Strobler, Holly Bennett, Cypher.
Yeah, I'm sure these people are very nice. I
will not
don't know
I will
them.
not gender Cypher because I feel like she might get mad at me. Air
Oh,
Bubbles
Ash is
cosplay.
going.
I said GVG. Animated
Yeah.
Ginger. Ash
I'm
said
friends with
hi.
both.
You got
I
Ash
love
Polson
her.
and Ash said hi.
I don't know why you're trying to get me to go to this after I didn't buy a plane ticket and it's happening in like a couple weeks and I don't.
Katie-osaurus. You're
I
telling
think
me
it'd be.
you couldn't shack up with Katiosaurus.
I don't want. Okay, let's
You don't
drop
want
the
to
whole
shack up
shack up
with
thing.
Katiosaurus?
I don't want to shack up with anyone.
1,000 subscribers. You get this Katiosaurus shout out. You're golden.
Keep scrolling. I want to see who's there.
sorry.
Oh. I was like ignoring everything you were saying, and I'm like,
You wanna
oh, there's my
continue
friend.
this?
No, it's fine. We should look at too many games when it gets closer of all the people going. I think that would be fun because if we can play spot the friend.
Okay. Let's clarify this now. You need
Okay.
to be if you plan on coming, you need to be on top of it right now. Like rooms sell out like insanely fast. So
Okay.
unless you want to be like you want to be at either the Courtyard, which is probably already sold out. They don't even they just get that all for the guests now. There's a Hampton Inn and then there's another place. Everything else you're driving like 10 minutes away. So you got to rely on people to pick you up or Uber. At least if you're unless John stays at the casino again, then you could get a room at the casino and have John be your chauffeur because he's pretty much like my chauffeur when I'm
I
there.
think he
Does
is
he
getting.
spend the whole time at the casino? Is it a real casino?
He doesn't go to the this is
Does John have a gambling problem that we're airing out on live?
This is John. I'm like, why aren't you staying at the hotel that is free? Oh, I'm gonna go to the casino. I'm gonna stay at the casino. It'll be fun. Are you gonna gamble? No.
What is he doing there?
Nothing. He comes and uses the gym at the hotel that I'm at. He comes and uses the Tesla charger at the hotel that I'm at. I'm like, what's the point of staying at the? Why is this fun? At least Evan goes and gambles. John doesn't. I don't
That's
get.
awesome.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Well,
all right,
but him doing that allows me to take his room, so it's actually great.
I think that's great.
All right, so we're gonna move to the after show.
Wait, we don't have a debate?
What do you? Well, debate in the after show. It's behind the paywall. Become a Patreon member at Spawncast.
Or channel member.
.com or channel member right here by clicking the join button. You will get access to this awesome debate we are about to have. And
I don't think so. Those rooms we stayed at last year were very nice.
they were
My
really
room
good.
was a little nicer because I only had one bed. You had two beds.
No, I didn't. I had one bed.
No, you had a two. Dude, I fucking got pizza and went to your room and gave
Oh,
it to you.
no,
had
you're
two
true.
beds.
You're true.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot about that.
All right. So goodbye.
Bye.